Hello and welcome to Lansdowne ROAR and welcome to Plovdiv. We're live here for the boys in green taking on Bulgaria. This is the pre-game, of course, the first leg of a relegation and promotion playoff. Who will be playing in League B when the next Nations League come around? David Dunn here, joined by the mercurial Conor McAvoy. Conor, how are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm the best. I'm excited now for this game. Sooner it kicks off, the better. We've been waiting here a while for this to start, so now I'm excited.
Yeah, we literally got in here like first thing, like literally first thing, thrown in. But normally the Bulgarian police throw you out. They threw us in, didn't they? Anyway, first thing, we're going to have a look at the teams. Heimer Halgerson announced his starting 11 just a few minutes ago. Let's have a look here. And then we're going to have a look at how we think, well, Conor does, so you can blame him. We think the team's going to start. Here we go. In goal, Queefin Gallagher, Matt Doherty, Ryan Manning, Dara O'Shea, Josh Cullen, Finn Azaz, Jason Knight, Robbie Brady, Troy Parrott, Mikey Johnston, and of course, Nathan Collins will lead the side. We're going to have a look at how we think that team will line up. First of all, I forgot to say it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the page, please. You know where I'm going with this. Don't be one of the illegal streamers. Make sure you subscribe to the page, like the video, and, you know, be sound and all that stuff. Right, let's have a look at how we think this team is going to line up. Apologies for the sound. They are blaring music in the ground, and there's literally about 5 people. All the Irish fans are over there in front of us. Anyway, let's get to it, and then we get to your comments later on. So obviously Kelleher in goal. We think Doherty's going to play as a right back, Collins and O'Shea in the middle, and Manning left back. We think we're going to have a Cullen and Knight pivot in midfield, with his ass playing just in front, and then Johnston on the right wing, and Brady, we know Heimer has said in this pre-match interview on FAI, Brady would be playing on the left with Parrott on his own up front. Conor,
well, he hasn't said exactly it's Brady, but he said we have two left-footed players on the left and two right-footed players on the right. So I'm just guessing it's Brady playing higher up because he's in more. He naturally is a higher player that plays higher up. So it'll be interesting. It's a bit surprised to see he's going that way with Manning and Brady both starting. I don't think anyone really would have predicted that. But
I mean, Ryan Manning wasn't even in the squad. You know, he wasn't even in the squad. Callum O'Dowda goes out injured. I know, Martin. And and he's straight in. And Jake O'Brien, you know, nothing against Matt Doherty, but Jake O'Brien, the man in form at Everton, hasn't put a foot wrong since David Moyes has come in. He's been his right back, and he scored in the last game, and he's on the bench. I think that's very harsh.
Yeah, it must be down to experience or something, because I think what is Doherty and Brady the only two players over the age of 30 that be starting. So maybe it's leadership ways or something he wants that, or continuity, because Doherty's already started for him in the past. But because the last game Doherty played was, what was it, for Finland at home, and he actually done well that day. Maybe it's just rewarding.
Look, to be fair to Doherty, you know, he's had his critics. He hasn't been in the most terrible of form, Doherty. You know, he's been doing all right. But Jake O'Brien is bang in form. And I think he's a bit unfortunate. I did say, by the way, I'm just saying, you know, just, what's that? Hold on.
You didn't say it on the
pat me on the shoulder, pat me on the back.
You didn't say it on the show the other day.
Pat me on the back, please.
I said it as well. I said I wouldn't be surprised. He's always giving me a funny look like I've done something wrong.
No, you always do something wrong. I'm always giving you funny looks. No, I said he would go for an experienced team. What are you doing, Conor? He's a bit cold, bless him, the boy from Monaghan. What do you think of the team out there? Let's just have a little look as well. So that's the defence part of it, the defensive lineup. Cullen and Knight in the centre of the park. Don't think we can have too many arguments there. In the
no, that's what we all would have thought. It would have been like Smallbone would have been an option if he was fit, and obviously Taylor is an option, but he doesn't play at club level. So
yeah, and of course Azaz in the team as well.
He's getting his first goal tonight, I think.
Wow, the confidence
coming out. He will score his first goal tonight. He will.
You reckon Azaz will?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Brady on the left, can't argue too much with that. I thought Brady would start, but I thought he'd be left back. Didn't think Manning would be in there. And Johnston, I thought, would start as well, but not on the right. I thought he'd be on the left and go for a more traditional 4-4-2. But, I mean, it is a 4-4-2, isn't it? It's just Azaz. It's just behind.
It's just a variation of everything he's done so far. Like, it's just like it all switches when you're in possession, when you're out of possession. So I'm guessing that's the sort of system we go with. Like,
and of course, Troy Parrott, our most informed striker. I think it's a good lineup. It's not exactly what I would have gone with.
Everyone would have, if Jake O'Brien was playing right back, everyone would be going, "Oh yeah, great lineup." But it's because Jake O'Brien's not playing. Everyone seems to be fuming on
social media. Oh dear. I think it's just more. I think it's just more Doherty playing than Jacob Ryan not playing. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. We're going to be on for the next 20 minutes here. And then, of course, we will be. Don't forget, we will be live straight after the final whistle.
After we win.
Huh?
After you get the win.
After we get the win, says Conor. What do you think? What do you think out
I've
there?
seen a few people wanted Bazunu to play in that.
Huh?
A few people want Bazunu in that.
Yeah, some people want Gavin Bazunu, and I mean, it was never going to happen. Apparently, he's looking to make it into the squad, allegedly.
Travers surely should be second choice at the moment because he's playing at Middlesbrough and he's actually been playing regularly.
Queen McKellar, let me just give you a little taster here. There is Queen McKellar. Here's the ground at the moment. Got some Bulgaria fans over there, and we got the Irish lads in front of us here in the classier seats. Let me just put that there for you. Where are you sitting? Are you here in the ground as well? Give us a wave if you're watching.
No one is sitting in the ground watching.
Yes, they do.
Not in here, not in the way there. Away there is no.
And he would too. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to Conor anyway.
You're not that big time, Dave.
Huh?
You're not that big time yet.
Fucking am. Right, let's have a look. Some match facts for you here between the two sides. I stayed up till about 2 a.m. doing these, so please like them. So, of course, here we go. Of course, kickoff 7:45 Irish time. It is live on RTE2. Referee is Benoit Bastien, 42-year-old from France. Also, we have VAR. They are from France as well. God help us. Rankings: Bulgaria 82nd in the world. Republic of Ireland 60th. Head-to-head, this is the 14th game between the two. We've had 13 previously. 6 draws. Bulgaria have won 3. We have won 4. Will we make it 5 tonight? And the last 5, of course, we both won 2. They've drawn 1, lost 2. We've lost 3. And they have drawn. I don't think it's quite right, is it?
Yeah,
it is right, yeah.
I think so.
We hope so, anyway. Yeah, so tell us what you think. We're going to get your comments in the next few minutes. I'm wondering, do I have any other notes? Do we have any other bits and pieces? So we're looking at their starting 11, Conor. I was a bit surprised, actually. It looks like, according to UEFA, they're going for a 4-4-2. Of course, the two men to look out for, they're player of the year, last 2 years running. Despotovov, the number 11, he's the captain tonight. According to UEFA, he's going to be in the right
thing
side.
Is, like the last game they played a 4-5-1, so literally all that has to be is whoever's playing as the second striker can slip in the midfield. So probably is a 4-5-1, and that's just the way it's submitted on UEFA's website. So
yeah, fair. And then of course Gruev, he's number 4. He's in the centre of the midfield. He is the Leeds United player. But the fella that I really like, I thought he looked dangerous in the last game. When we scored that absolutely fantastic goal. Yes, we did actually stay up and watch Bulgaria, Belarus. Sorry about that, Conor, again. Till 3 a.m. And
then you admitted that you were wrong again.
Well, we'll see if we're wrong anyway. The ground is sort of starting to fill up now. But yeah, yet again, tell us what you think. How do you think it's going to go? Do you think we're going to see another? Think we're going to see another win for the boys in green? I mean, let's be honest, right? You think we're going to win? What if we don't?
I'm right. No, ask me after. If we go and dominate this game and we have like 20 chances and we hit the post 10 times, like
yeah. I mean, context, yeah, it's context, yeah. I mean,
if we lose this game or if we draw this game and it's a very even game and like they get a lot of chances and we think, how do we scrape a draw? I would not be happy.
Look, I mean, from what I've seen of Bulgaria, right? I'm being honest with you. Did watch the last game. That if we're perfect, listen, they're going to get chances. It's football. You know, it's very rarely you see a team not get a single chance in the game. They're going to get chances. As long as we're not silly, as long as we're not reckless, as long as we don't give them a gilt-edged chance, I think we'll be all right. I think we might get out of here without conceding a goal. And then, of course, we just have to be efficient, don't we? There's enough. I think on that team there, on that pitch, whether, you know, they're playing the way you'd like them to play, I don't know. I think there's enough there to get a result here. Definitely get a result.
That's an understatement, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, but it just depends. You just don't know what Ireland team. Just don't forget the last time
we have a full Premier League back four. Like they have what? I don't even know what level half their players.
True. Although
full Premier League back four.
Although 3 of them are in the middle of a relegation scrap. But anyway,
No, well, Doherty.
Well, yeah.
Wolves aren't in the relegation.
Well, they're not now because the other three
Fairness,
teams.
Manning's been in good form at club level. Manning, in fairness, Manning's been rewarded more for his club form than Jake O'Brien is. But because Manning's actually playing well for Southampton, and he's starting now. But maybe the plan was to bring O'Dowda and play O'Dowda as well. But
I think so, yeah. Oh, hold on, guys. They're coming on. There's the boys in green coming on there wearing their.
But it does, in fairness, it looks like with all the attackers we've got on the bench, it could be a very exciting bench to bring off players off the bench, especially with the winners. It'd be nice to see Rocco Bata make his debut tonight. I think everyone wants to see him come on because we're playing with Johnson and Brady on the two wings, and it's very unlikely that Brady will complete 90 minutes playing as a winger. Yeah, I know Sykes obviously is a good form at club level, but obviously Rocco's more of a direct goal threat.
Yeah, there they are out there. There's the goalkeeping coach who walked past us today in the square, didn't he?
Yeah, I didn't know who he was.
Yep. Oh, also in front of us here, Tony, who watches us. We got a banner right here. There he is there. St. Ida's AFC Club and County. Good man yourself, Tony, there. Lovely fella. You know, very... You were out last night, weren't you?
Good crack.
I was at home. Sorry, not at home. I was in the hotel room, basically getting all the notes ready for that, and he was out in the lash. How does that work? But anyway, didn't pay for it.
The star of the show does what he wants.
Huh?
The star of the show does what he wants.
Sorry, what was it? Your pal on East Coast or Twitter goes, Dave, you have to protect the talent.
Yes. Is he wrong?
Protect the talent, whichever. Fuck off.
Is he wrong?
Anyway, right, we're going to get to the comments. Don't forget, we are live after the full-time whistle. Give it a couple of minutes. We will be live. If you're watching over there, the Irish fans, hope you guys, and some will be watching, by the way. We hope you guys get home safe. Remember, there's a 45-minute to an hour. I'll get us a team sheet there, Conor. Go on.
Settle down.
Get one as well, please. Yes, please. Top man. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, nice. Oh, they've changed the style a bit.
Usually they have the formation on it, don't they?
They do, yeah.
It's graceful, isn't it?
Yeah. What's that? Oh, yeah. Just looking here, actually. Here's an interesting tidbit. Didn't know this. So there are 2 Irish players on a booking in the squad. So if Darragh O'Shea gets booked tonight, he misses the next game. And if Jacob Bryan gets a booking tonight, he also misses the next game.
Maybe that's the reason.
I was going to just say, is that the reason now? Does that explain it? That's literally, I'm sure, listen, you're over here, you're traveling on very little sleep, so a few little details go between the cracks. But could that be the reason now that Jacob Bryan's on a booking, doesn't want to miss him for the next game?
Yeah, because, what does it carry over to the next Nations League playoff if he gets next Nations League campaign if he gets booked? On what? Sunday.
Yeah, over that.
The thing is, you wouldn't want the 2 of them playing tonight, and both of them got booked, and then you're going to have probably a bank when Jimmy Dunn both making their debut on Sunday.
Yeah,
start a full debut straight away. So it's probably maybe it is that, but it is still disappointing not to see O'Brien start. But
it is indeed, isn't it? But he's a top lad, and I tell you what, I'm fair. You got to give credit to Matt Doherty, right? We've absolutely slaughtered him on the podcast, and I think.
Of course you have.
You have.
I've been one of his stand-up.
Matt Doherty.
Yeah, I always said he's a good player. I just said he's been shit for a while, but I've always said he's a good player.
I always said he's a good player, but he's just been shit for a while. Make sense. But fair play to him. He's got himself back into form, and he has. To be fair, Matt Doherty has. Not Doherty. We don't have Martin on here. How are you, Martin? But Jacob Bryan. I mean, here's a guy, cult hero. I said cult hero at Lyon. Yeah. Comes to Everton. Looks like it's not working out. Manager doesn't fancy him for whatever reason, and yet he's finally given a chance for Seamus Coleman in the League Cup, the Carabao Cup, when he took over as manager. Or was that the FA? No, it was the FA Cup, wasn't it? The FA Cup. Comes in, takes his chance. David Moyes takes over, and he has not put a foot wrong. The mental fortitude of that young man has to be said about Jacob Bryan, doesn't it?
He's a goal threat as well. He's not just a good defender, and he's good in the ball. Yeah. But in fairness, he will probably start Sunday, so I don't think it's just need for a big over-exaggeration. I'm sure Heimer will be asked post-game why he didn't start him. But it's not like we're starting a championship player over him. We're starting Doherty, who is playing every week in the Premier League. Like, and I know he plays as a right centre back and a back three for Wolves, but he is doing well. And he did say with Nathan's interview with him at Anfield that the forward to back system, like with Ireland, is actually quite similar to way positioning wise what he does with Wolves. So, like, it's not, listen, I'm not one of the people that's outraged that Jacob Bryant's not starting. I think he should be starting, but it's no big deal at the end of the day. Like,
there you go. Right, do you agree? Let's get your comments here. We got them flying in. Don't forget, we are live straight after kickoff, final whistle even. Oh, yes, we do always read the comments. Good man. Paddy Stinian American, good man. The best right back in the Premier League, Jacob Bryant, not getting a start for us against Bulgaria is wild to me. One of our writers, of course, over at Lansdowne ROAR.ie. Check them out. We have some fantastic articles over there. We have a history of the playoffs, our history in the playoffs. And, of course, we have some great, if you want to read up a bit more on the opposition, head over to Lansdowne ROAR.ie. Quick, go now. I'll wait. Fiona Darcy, how you doing, Fiona? And how's O'Brien not starting? But besides that, happy to be fair to Heimer. Show some gusto, drop Fergie, what you like, Koi Big. That's a fair point. That's something we actually haven't mentioned. Sorry, so much going on. Evan Ferguson not starting. Troy Parrott is that the right call?
Yeah.
I think so. Ferguson's not match fit. He's fit, I'm sure, but he's not match fit. He's not match sharp. Troy Parrott's banging him in.
Yeah.
But let's see how he gets on. Just looking here, the Bulgarian side have just come out. And they're a big team, aren't they?
even the Bulgarian can say a banquet better than you can. Isn't that embarrassing? Isn't it?
Talk is rich. Good side, lads, but O'Brien not starting is disappointing. Hopefully, it's a 2-0 win here. Bernard Bunting, back five against Bulgaria. F6.
It's not a back five.
No, we don't think it's a back five, Bernard. Aaron Aries, absolute bollocks. We could say that over here because it's 9 o'clock over here, so we're past the watershed in Bulgaria. Nigel Murray, decent team. Don't see nothing wrong with Doherty over O'Brien for tonight's game. No, look, it's not. We'd like to see O'Brien in, but it's not the end of the world, you know. Graham Story, starting 11 is a head scratcher. Manning not in the original squad, but now starts. Surely Ferguson should have benefited from even 60 minutes tonight, and Doherty over O'Brien, baffling. Well, I think Ferguson's going to play tonight.
Yeah, but it's not about benefiting Ferguson. It's about what's best for the team in this match. And Troy Parrott is what's best in this game. Like as I've said, Ferguson is playing regularly. He is our starting number 9, but he's not. So Troy deserves his chance. Like, how do you explain the Troy Parrott he's not starting in a game like this tonight?
Fair. Mark Curran wants you to give him a wave. Go on, stand up.
Who?
Fucking proper. Stand up. Give him a wave.
That's not. He's probably not even in the ground.
I don't know.
You're not even. He doesn't want you to give him a wave. Your name's not Conor.
Now, you see what? See, I'm fan friendly. He's just an arrogant bastard.
Why would you stand up and wave? I don't see Dave. I don't see Davy Goggles and mention that sentence.
Davy Goggles, yeah. How did your man get? How is he getting on? Do we know?
You know, he's happy. So he's gone home.
He's gone home. Is he? Did he make it back to Rome? Old dude 420. The lads in Plovdiv, absolutely live in Plovdiv. Old dude 420. Alan Brown. Hi, Unky Dave.
I thought you said Alan Brown. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
No, Alan Brown. And that family out in London. Hope you guys are well. And yeah, my little nephew Nicholas is going to be a little boy in green. Paul Culleton, the manager, has made a couple of strange calls for tonight, but if we do not win, he will get massive criticism for both the fans and the media. I mean, that's a fair point. I think it doesn't matter who if we come out here with a loss, he's going to get absolutely slaughtered. We're hoping it's not the case. Put my phone on team sheet. Don't want him flying. Harrison Dalglish. Hi, folks. Superb lineup, in my opinion. Nice to see Brady and Manning in the lineup. 2 crisp passers who will fizz the ball into Parrott's feet, hopefully, for this one.
Good thinking, Harrison. Yeah, it is.
Fair. Ed surprise Manning is starting. Looks a 4-5-1. You disagree?
No. A 4-5-1, a 4-3-2-1. Like they're all just variations of each other. Like, just slight tweaks here and there. Like,
do you remember it was just 4-4-2 and he just hit it over the top? The good old days. Paul Culleton, cheers for the shows, lads, and a safe journey to both all the fans out in Bulgaria. Yeah, I hope you guys are safe and everything's good. Daniel Brown. Manning, nah, you're not in the squad. One injury. You're not just in the squad, you're starting. Haha, manager throwing shit. Hoping it sticks, says Daniel Brown. Do you think this is a little bit of against the wall? Bit of Martin O'Neillism, as I call it? Nah, no. Brandon Welsh, I think his team selection throws more red flags up about this manager. Looks like Adauda would have originally started with the Manning selection. Now we're playing Johnson on the right when he's better off on the left. Do you think red flags in this one? JOC, he's got the right idea with the attacking team, but we'll see. We'll see if he's gone bold. I mean, the thing is, right, we reckon it's going to be that, but it could be something completely different, couldn't it? It could be like 5 across. Well, it is 5 across midfield, but you know what I mean. More comments here. Dan Trey, sound is perfect, lads. Thank you very much, Dan. Very much appreciated. See, we just don't know. We don't have a producer. Old dude 420. I prefer to see O'Brien and Doherty on the right. And would have liked to have seen Mike Sykes starting. He's in good form. Celtic Symphony. Why is O'Brien from Everton not playing? Thanks. Why isn't he, Conor? Answer him.
You know, we don't know. We need somebody's ass time. I'm getting maybe because he's suspended if he gets booked tonight, but we don't know.
Could be that. It could because he's on the yellow card. Brandon Walsh could have kept Brady left back and put Johnson in his preferred left wing position and try out Bata on the right. I think we will benefit more in future getting a proper look at Bata. He'll play tonight. Bata will.
Might not. Because if they take Johnson off on the right, you could play Sykes on the right, so you don't know. Like, you hope so. I really hope he does play that, but just don't know. He'll definitely play one of the 2 games anyway. It's just
fair. Paul Brown, we need a win here. Best of luck, lads. Hopefully, quick start apart. I would rather Doherty not in the team. Christian, solid lineup. Would have liked to have seen Jacob Bryan start with Ida and Parrott leading the line. JOC, it's an attacking lineup. Sadly, O'Brien isn't the best attacking. I don't disagree with the choice, to be honest. Troy Parrott, goal incoming, says Tom Weaver. Dan Mullen, Parrott had to start without question. Agreed. Martin Burke, think you have Brady and Johnson on the wrong flanks. No, we're going by what Heimer said. Well, we are. It's a little bit of guesswork.
It's not guesswork. It's guesswork in terms of who's playing left mid, whether it's Brady or Manning. And it's more likely that it would be Brady. Like,
fair. Kevin O, Doherty first goal scorer. Irish team are having a drink in front of us there. Paul Colson, it's not just Jacob Bryan, though. Ryan Manning's a very strange choice, and especially Robbie Brady ahead of him on the left-hand side. Dan Mullen. Queeveen has to be number 1. He's the better goalkeeper we've got at the moment. Nice look at stadium, says Dean Flood. It really is, actually. It's nice, isn't it? Grand little ground. Darren Hartner, well, lads, always great to see you. Come on, you boys and ring. Good man, Darren. Coming on, says Julie Carey. Juggy, what more can O'Brien do? Well, he is on a yellow card, so that could be the reason. Nigel Murray. Nothing against Ryan Manning starting, but to be outside of 23 and now starting does not fill me with any confidence in Heimer. Look, it could be a knock. Oh, no, it wouldn't be, would it? Because Brady's playing left back. I don't see where the goals come from. Has 0-0 written all over it, says Ed M. Mark, funny how Manning was called up late and now he is starting. Joe Parsonary, is this channel Lansdowne ROAR or Lansdowne Road? They can't seem to decide. No, the podcast is called Lansdowne ROAR. The YouTube channel is called Lansdowne Road. Because Lansdowne Road has been around since 2019. Hope that helps, Jose.
The podcast is a variation of Lansdowne Road, basically. It expands in more than one thing.
Yeah, it's rep tracker. So, you just can't have everyone happy, can you? Old dude 420, perhaps Manning impressed in training and worked well into the team shape. Do you guys read comments? It says, Cash Facts, audience interaction is a great way to grow the channel. No, we never read comments, Cash Facts. Fiona Darcy, they always read the comments. Be patient, good man, Fiona. Wow, we got loads more comments just gonna fly through here. What subs do you think will be used, and what would you do?
Either Vata, Sykes, Ferguson will come on.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the squad. I'm checking to see who will come on. I don't know. One of the midfielders, Taylor, will probably come on. Like,
fair enough. Cash Facts, the playoff against Belgium '97. If you rewatch it, Luke Niels came shortly after a throw-in for Belgium. That wasn't a throw-in for Belgium. Referee made a mistake, untold travesty. There's not actually Cash Facts. We talk about it all the time on here. Comparable to Henry's Hand of God. We've had a few. Martin Fitzpatrick, how you doing? Martin Manning. Max Eimer seems to be going quite attacking, or at least wants the attacking players to be playing their game. So I'm interested to see how we look. Graham Story, Parrott definitely deserves his chance, but maybe in the 10 behind Ferguson. Conor, no Jacob Bryan is laughable. And he's one of the best right backs in the Premier League right now. Crazy. Conor, John Patrick will suit his team so much. Another comment I have to add is, how is Manning starting when he wasn't even in the squad a few days ago? What was the plan a few weeks ago then? Edmund. Yeah. How Jacob Bryant isn't on teams of jokes at Esmond, just like the whole setup. Dan sorry. Heimer just said in a pre-match interview with Tony Dunhill that Adele was due to start before he was injured. Struggling to understand how they decided that. Right, listen, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us. Just under 1,000 of you watching. Brilliant stuff. We will be live straight after kickoff for the aftermath. It's on Facebook, it's on Facebook, Twitter, and of course here on YouTube. If you haven't already, do hit us a subscribe here on the channel and like the video. Really does help, guys. I'm going to go 2-1 Ireland.
3-0.
3-0 Bulgaria, says him. No, of course not. Anyway,
I don't know what the score will be. It's unpredictable. No, it's almost impossible to predict the score. But all I know is Finn Zaz getting his first goal tonight.
Finn Zaz getting his first goal tonight. There you go. And Finn Zaz first goal score on 3-0 Ireland. What else are you getting at?
I did pick the squad, by the way.
No, he didn't pick the squad. Although you were telling us something different, not fair. Anyway, listen, we're going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for your support. As always, we'll be live straight after the full-time whistle. Good night. God bless, and hopefully, come on, you boys and green.